Our disease is cystic fibrosis. Cystic fibrosis is a genetic disorder that affects the lungs, but can also affect pancreas, liver, kidney, and intestines. Some long-term effects are difficulty breathing, coughing, mucus as a result of poor lung infections. There's frequent lung infections. Some other symptoms may include sinus infections, poor growth, fatty stool, clubbing of the fingers and toes, and infertility in most males. This disease is permanent, meaning there is no cure.
Okay, so now on the topic of some treatments for cystic fibrosis. So as we said above, there is no cure for this disease, but there are certain medications that will help and aid with it. So since CF, or cystic fibrosis, is a large accumulation of mucus in the lungs, which makes you cough like that, the treatments with it are related. There are many mucus-thinning medications as well as airway clearance therapy to aid with this process. So antibiotics are necessary for treating the bacteria formed in the mucus, and certain inflammatories such as like ibuprofen, Advil, all those drugstore ones, are helpful for managing that disease.
Cystic fibrosis acquired/spread. As we said before, cystic fibrosis is a genetic disease, meaning it is passed down from both parents to the offspring. People with this disease obtained and inherited 2 copies of the CF gene, which is defective from both parents. This is pretty rare, as the CF gene is already hard to pass down, and even rarer to have both parents pass down the gene. As for parents with the gene, they're known as carriers, since they don't have the disease, but simply just pass it down.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about are there any vaccinations for this disease. So there aren't any vaccinations that help with this disease, but since it isn't that major and really terminal in a way, you can still take other vaccinations without getting harmed extra. So you can take them for polio, flu, pneumonia, all those ones you take when you're a baby, you can still take them. And doctors recommend that you take them if you have CF, cystic fibrosis, so that you don't contract those diseases. And if it's on the rise, in terms of being on the rise, it actually isn't really on the rise because there's no real outbreak, but numbers and cases of cystic fibrosis have been increasing over the years in the past decade or so.
In conclusion, cystic fibrosis is a genetic disease that is passed down from your parents, creates a mucus buildup in your lungs, and as well as all your organisms. This has no vaccine and is somewhat on the rise.
And although you can't really prevent cystic fibrosis, there are ways of managing this disease.
Peace out.